Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the WWE 2K20 Universe mode. My name is Jake. We are at Money in the Bank where the Raw and Smackdown Superstars fight for those Money in the Bank briefcases live from Fairfax, Virginia. Fairfax, my bad. We start off tonight's show with the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. And out first, the current United States Champion, Ricochet.
The following contest is the Money in the Bank ladder match. In this match, there are no pinfalls and no disqualifications. The first superstar to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will be declared the winner. And from Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 190 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Ricochet!
You heard it from Greg Hamilton himself. No pinfalls, no disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win is to find a ladder and climb it and retrieve the briefcase. And you find yourself with a contract for a match for the Universal Championship anytime, any place within 1 year. And Ricochet's first opponent is the man that defeated Baron Corbin by countout.
And from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 248 pounds, Shelton Benjamin!
Shelton Benjamin finds himself pretty lucky to be in this match, honestly. Corbin dominated him for most of their match on Raw. Benjamin found a way and he snuck back into the ring just in time. He beat that 10 count and finds himself in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Shelton Benjamin, with a lot of experience in this match, was in the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match back at WrestleMania 21. Will he become successful here tonight? Will Shelton Benjamin be on his way to a Universal Championship reign? We'll find out. And out next is another veteran of the Money in the Bank ladder match, a former winner in Randy Orton. With that sleeveless hoodie as well. It's become classic Orton at this point.
And from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
And Viper finds himself in this matchup after defeating Dolph Ziggler 2 weeks ago on Raw. Will he use his experience as a former Money in the Bank winner to become a two-time winner here tonight? We're going to find out very soon. We move on to our next competitor here in this match. And out next is Johnny Wrestling.
From Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, Johnny Gargano!
Gargano, an NXT standout, finds himself here on Raw with a chance at the Money in the Bank ladder match. He defeated Seth Rollins, was high draft picks. Is Johnny Gargano going to ride that wave of momentum and become Mr. Money in the Bank here tonight?
From Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cedric Alexander!
The fifth competitor in this matchup, Cedric Alexander, teamed with Ricochet to defeat the team of Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil. That's how they were able to make their way into this match. But there's no teams in this anymore. Ricochet and Cedric Alexander So every man for themselves retrieve that Money in the Bank briefcase, that Raw Money in the Bank briefcase that's hanging above the ring. So we move on to our final competitor in this match. That man is the original bro himself, Matt Riddle. It's going to be interesting watching Matt Riddle climb those ladders without shoes, but hey, he does what he wants. Unless he keeps his flip-flops on. Now that would be that'd be a first.
And from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 216 pounds,
Matt Riddle was the first man to qualify for his Money in the Bank ladder match. It was almost over a month ago on Raw. Will Matt Riddle be fresh enough to pick up the victory here? Or will that lack of in-ring work come at disadvantage for him? He's rested up, but will there be ring rust? We're going to see. He could definitely still throw those flip-flops out. Could Matt Riddle be Mr. Money in the Bank? The Raw Money in the Bank match is shaping up to be amazing. That's coming up next. You see, ooh, looks like Matt Riddle and Johnny Gargano, Cedric and Shelton, and it looks like Ricochet goes straight after Randy Orton here. And Riddle and Orton are on the outside, but you can't win the match from the outside, but it's not a bad strategy to beat your opponent up out there. As we see Matt Riddle trying to use the ladder as a weapon on Gargano with these high intensity moves. So he throws Gargano out to join Ricochet and Orton. Gargano is able to find a counter to a kick, and counters with a kick of his own. Be a good start for this matchup. 4 up-and-comers here in the WWE Universe, and 2 very experienced veterans, 2 Money in the Bank veterans at that. This could be a good and a bad sign for the other members here. This Money in the Bank briefcase match. Matt Riddle, Johnny Gargano still going at it. Orton and Ricochet still going at it. Gargano might be the first man. Ooh, he's the first man to properly use that ladder as a weapon. It just appears he's struggling to find the right spot for his ladder. He's certainly using it. Seems like Gargano might be the first man to climb that Money in the Bank briefcase ladder. Ooh, but they've knocked it over there. It seems like Cedric's getting in the way. You see Cedric and Gargano climb the ladder. Appears so. As they try to fight each other. Ooh! Cedric got caught with that enziguri. See Riddle and Orton on the outside. Looks like Benjamin and Ricochet as well. Cedric kicks up in the ring. Keeps up right into that ladder from Gargano. As we predicted, Gargano was the first man to climb the ladder. He's got the briefcase in hand, but it appears Orton and Cedric are going to do their best to keep him down. Cedric, ooh, pushes over the ladder, and Gargano and Orton fall. And Cedric dropped that ladder right on Riddle's head as well. Gargano was the first man to hold that briefcase, but he wasn't able to pull it down. Huge suplex there from Cedric to Orton. And now an uppercut. What's Ricochet doing on the apron? Ooh, huge kick from Cedric. 3 men still in the ring. Gargano, Orton and Riddle down. Benjamin, Ricochet and Cedric all in the ring. Looks like Gargano might be stirring on the outside. As Ricochet's making his way out. Gargano's back in the ring. What the hell? Gargano with a Michinoku driver to Cedric, who now rolls out the ring, but only as far as the apron. Ooh, Gargano strikes him down. Once again, Gargano climbs the ladder. I think Orton's trying to chase him down. Orton joins him on the ladder. This could be, catastrophic for one of these men. Riddle's going to drag him down. Riddle drags Gargano down, and Cedric pulls down Orton. Riddle throws Gargano out the ring. Will he follow him out? No. Smart. It looks like Ricochet and Orton working together to attack Cedric, and now Riddle, the only other man to reach that briefcase, he's going to try to pull it down. Ricochet seems to just be watching him, as Cedric's trying his best to stop that. Ooh, a jumping neck breaker there. And now a backdrop suplex. Looks like Gargano's going to join Riddle up on the top rope. Ooh, he strikes him down. Cedric pushing the ladder over, and down goes Riddle. It's complete chaos here. We still have 2 more of these matches to go. Northern Lights by Ricochet, but he holds on now into a spinning brainbuster there. Gargano looks hurt. Cedric back in the ring. Ricochet thrown out by Orton. Ooh, now looks like Shelton and Cedric were working together to eliminate Orton. Now there's just the 2 of them in the ring. And now it's just Shelton. Wow, that's an interesting strategy there from Shelton Benjamin to leave the ring, leaving Gargano by himself. Ooh. Who takes down Ricochet. He seems to be the only man in his way here. Ricochet getting to his feet. Gargano's got a hold of that briefcase. Ooh, it looks like he's being struck down. Orton trying his best. Now Shelton's got the briefcase. Ooh, and now he's down as well. Now, Poison Rana by Gargano. And now an Insaguri. Gargano's the only man on his feet. Ricochet trying. There's a few men stirring on the outside. Could this be the win for Johnny Gargano? He's trying his hardest. Riddle in the ring. Ricochet in the ring. Can they stop him? Ricochet with a strike, but not in time. As Johnny Gargano pulls down the Raw Money in the Bank briefcase fairly quickly. You see some highlights. Fireman's carry, Insaguri, and an Irish whip combo. Big move there by Cedric on the outside. I think that's what kept Riddle down for most of the match, and that was the end. Ricochet striking just too late as Gargano pulls down the Raw Money in the Bank contract. And Johnny Wrestling has himself an opportunity at Raw's Universal Championship. Big win for Johnny Wrestling as we move on to our second match here at Money in the Bank. Our second match of the evening is the SmackDown Women's Championship match. And out first we see Nia Jax, the dominant challenger to Charlotte Flair. Nia Jax on the losing team in that mixed tag match on the last episode of SmackDown. She only lost because her partner Samoa Joe was knocked clean unconscious by Daniel Bryan. We got a medical update very recently. Samoa Joe is undergoing a few medical tests here tonight. The doctors believe he may be medically unable to compete. We're going to have to keep updates going on the entire night. We're going to see what happens with that WWE Championship in our main event. But for now, SmackDown women have the stage. And out comes SmackDown Women's Champion herself, Charlotte Flair. Blue title on that red attire. It's lovely from Charlotte. Charlotte always dressing to impress here on SmackDown. That's what happens when you're the queen of WWE. Especially when you're the champion of your brand. With the crowd wooing. Charlotte with a big test ahead of her. She may have defeated Bayley this time. Nia Jax is a whole other ball game, whole other game. What's Charlotte gonna do? What's her game plan going into this match? We're gonna have to find out. Charlotte, a tremendous athlete, but you know she doesn't really stack up to the brute force and natural ability that Nia has with that strength that she has. We're going to find out how this match goes. Charlotte versus Nia, SmackDown Women's Championship. And that's what they're fighting for. Beautiful Women's Championship of the SmackDown brand. We're going to hear the introductions from Greg Hamilton.
Introducing the challenger from San Diego, California, Nia Jax. And introducing the champion from the Queen City, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte looks awfully cocky, awfully confident here tonight. Could that backfire, or is it worth it? Charlotte, on her day, can defeat anyone. Is it her day here tonight? Will she defeat the almost unstoppable Nia Jax? We're going to find out. The referee holds up that championship. Crowd's ready for it. And he calls for the bell. This is it. Charlotte and Nia. Ooh, big forearm, but Nia just swatting Charlotte down. Not going to let it happen. And ooh, there's that spine buster. We saw that a whole lot on SmackDown. Using that power, that brute force, natural strength just to keep Charlotte down. But Charlotte going to use her speed, her quickness, her technical ability. Try her best to keep Nia on her mat. Doesn't matter how big you are, you're definitely going to be smaller on the mat. And she went for a forearm again, and Nia just took it to the face. Absolutely not feeling it. Now throwing Charlotte across the ring out of the corner. Huge heel throw there. Charlotte just able to get out of the way. And what is this? Oh my God, look at the strength from Charlotte. Pulling that out early. In the ropes. Not sure Charlotte will be able to pull that move off later in the contest, but big move for her already, and you see that delayed neck breaker. Charlotte's sitting down admiring her handiwork. Charlotte's been pretty dominant so far. Another drop kick. And now a forearm, but Nia not taking those forearms to any effect, really just letting them happen. Now pulling back on the body of Charlotte, really wrenching in that backbreaker. Charlotte needs to crawl to the ropes. She looks like she could be in trouble already as Nia throws a wild fist. Charlotte goes down to a knee. Now Nia going to drag Charlotte. What's she going to do here? They go over the ropes. Oh, Charlotte maneuvers her weight. Nia out of the ring. Charlotte to the top rope. Ooh. Went for that seated senton but missed. She didn't get all of it. Taking Nia down somehow, just throwing her weight on her head. Charlotte able to get Nia back into the ring. She waits, perches up, cross body, but Nia catches it into a world's strongest slam. What a move there. Amazing. Charlotte gets out of the way, but Nia too quick for her. Goes for a power bomb. Ooh, Charlotte's head hitting those turnbuckles, and Nia now admiring her handiwork. Drags her out of the corner. What we're going to see here from Nia. Ooh. Huge move there. Dropping all her weight on the chest of Charlotte Flair. Crushing the ribs of the champion. What can Charlotte do? Manages to squeeze out of whatever move that was. And now looks for it one more time. Slams Nia down. But once again, Nia's in the ropes. Charlotte very unlucky here. Nia now back up to her feet. We're going to see a backbreaker from Charlotte. Ooh. Now wrenching down herself. A little payback for the queen here. Nia crawl into that corner. And Charlotte would, but we didn't pick it up on our television cameras. She celebrates the crowd, not realizing Nia got to her feet and just gets headbutted right in the back of the head. It's not looking good for Charlotte at the moment. Another kick to the gut, maybe another powerbomb attempt from Nia. This time Charlotte rolls through. Sunset flip into the pin. 1, 2. Could that be all? No, Nia reverses the weight. 2. Oh, and Charlotte just able to kick out. And then Charlotte off the rope. Ooh, huge big boot there. Just catching Nia off guard. 1, 2, no. 2 count there. Nia still in this match. What can she do? What can Charlotte do? Charlotte smartly going to try to roll Nia to the middle of the ring, but rolled her a bit too far, I think. Just to waste a little bit more time. As now Nia gets straight to her feet. Charlotte wasted too long. Looks like Charlotte going to go for that figure 8. There's the figure 4. Nia in pain. Can Charlotte bridge? She's bridging. She's got it locked in. Will this be it? Will Nia Jax submit to the figure 8 leg lock? Charlotte wrenching, pulling on those huge legs of Jax. Doesn't look like it. Nia fights her way out of it. Huge strike right between the eyes of Charlotte. Nia now. Ooh, stomped down from Charlotte. I think a little bit of damage has been done to Nia's legs. Not able to use that strength as much as possible. And now Charlotte wailing with knees into the gut, the abdomen of Nia Jax. Now onto the head. Charlotte trying to take complete control. Ooh, huge knee drop there. Massive move from Charlotte. Ooh, and a spear to finish it off. The crowd's feeling it. Could that be all? Charlotte goes for the pin. 1, 2. No, it's not enough, and Charlotte can't believe it. Nia's up to her feet already. It's the resiliency. Nia shoves off Charlotte. What are we going to see from Charlotte Flair? We'll see from Nia. Ooh, huge body slam, and vintage Nia here with that leg drop. Just able to get it. Nia dragging Charlotte to the middle of the ring. Could this be all? 1, 2. Charlotte just getting that left shoulder up. That could have been dangerous. And Nia pulls Charlotte to her feet. Could this be all? And hooks something up as she missed it. Charlotte with a counter. Kicks her in the gut. We've seen this plenty of times. Natural selection from Charlotte. I don't know why she picked her up. I think this is why. I thought it could have been dangerous, but looks like a second natural selection from Charlotte. She's going to try to make sure that's the end of that match. 2 natural selections as it finished Nia Jax off. No! Nia kicks out at 2.5. Charlotte can't believe it. She calls Nia to her feet one more time. Nia Jax kicked out of 2 natural selections. Or 3 maybe. That's the 3rd. Will that be enough for Charlotte to retain her title? Nia kicked out of 2 in a row. 2. That's 3. Finally, Charlotte Flair is able to pick up the victory. A big kick out from Nia Jax, but it just wasn't enough. Charlotte now celebrates in the ring. You're going to see her title. What's this? Well, she can't leave without her title, obviously. But, oh no. Charlotte. I thought Charlotte had more sportsmanship than this, but she's stomping away at Nia Jax, who fought valiantly and almost deserved that SmackDown Women's Championship. It took 3 natural selections to put her down, and Charlotte just rubbing insult to injury. Awful, awful move there from Charlotte. That could come back to bite her in the ass. That's all for part 1 of Money in the Bank. I'll see you for part 2 very soon. Stay jammy.